The Influencer Chat Show. The Influencer Chat Show. The Influencer Chat Show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your host Sugapuff, and you are watching The Influencer Chat Show. And today's guest is Potter Payper.
Hello, my brother. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming down. Let me make some noise for you.
Last night, I came to his, go on, promote.
You came down to Potter's Garden in Tenerife, which is a private members club that we've launched here, and you came down for the meet and greet. And
I didn't even know there was a meet and greet.
you walked into a meet and greet with our good friend Em Huncho, another big influencer who I see you having a good chat with as well.
Potter Payper, how's life?
Life is brilliant at the moment, you know. I can't complain. We're doing a lot of positive things, spreading a lot of love and good vibes. So, yeah, it's great, man. Thanks to God.
What's one thing you'll never forget from your broke days?
One thing I'll never forget from my broke days is to always be humble. And I think that's what makes me so humble, is that and empathetic with people, is that I know what it is. I've definitely been in your situation. If you're in a bad situation, whether it's financially, with the law, with your family, with your partner, whatever, you know, my message is that we all go through that stuff, and no one's above that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I would remember from my broke days.
Do you see any of the people who didn't include you in things while you were growing up?
Do I still see them now? Have I seen them?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, 100%.
But how are they with you?
Well, you know, to be honest, I would think that a lot of people probably see me and are, very proud of how I've turned my life around and the person that I am, considering the things that I've been through in life. Yeah. But at the same time, there is probably a lot of people on the flip side that would be this guy did this, said that, went here, done this, done that, because I have had quite a colourful past. So people will be stuck on that and fixated on that. So I do find that a lot of people won't let you move forward. They won't let you forget who you were, rather than embrace who you are today. But I've got a line in one of my songs, and it says, how can you want the new me, but you're still the old you? So how could you want the new me when you're still the old you?
Do you know? Do you know what? Last night, I listened to your music, and I cried, Potter. I cried. I couldn't even finish it. I couldn't finish it. And there's a reason why I ain't come across your music, because obviously your music, the people that go through your stuff, listen to your stuff. I've been through my own hardships, but it really made me feel sad, honestly.
Well, you know, there's a lot of vulnerability about music because I'm quite radically truthful with the things I say. I say stuff that people wouldn't say, because I know that how could I say, my music is my expression. So I want to connect with you. I want you to cry. I want you to feel oh, this guy's like me. This guy's been through stuff like me. I'm not alone in this world. And that is kind of my whole message, and why I even do music in the first place, is to just let people feel included, because there's a lot of groups and cliques and things in life in general. So this is universal. Pain, hardship, struggle, poverty, all of these things are universal. So if we remembered that, we'll maybe treat each other a little bit better in life.
Potter, you're such a lovely person. I feel like I need to actually just make time for your music, to really listen to your words, because that was some deep stuff that I listened to, and I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
No, listen, bro. You know what it is as well? This is another thing as well for all my listeners as well. It's I don't ever, how can I say? I'm not caught up on anything. I wouldn't, if I speak about it in a song, that's my therapy, innit? That's me processing it, and then now I can speak it. And I don't speak it to one person in a room or to my partner. I speak it to millions of people, so to try and, that's my process. So if I've spoken about it, or you've seen me on the camera, or you heard me rapping about it, then you can believe that I've healed and I'm moving forward from it, So yeah, love though, thank you, bro.
Wicked. Do you give back in any way to the community? Because obviously you understand the struggle. What are your ways? How do you give back? Do you?
Yeah, of course, I think it's only natural that in life you should be charitable anyway, and you should always be kind to people anyway. So, you know, even before all of this stuff, like, that's always been in my heart, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But now I do make a point of, like, I support my whole family, I support my friends' families, I support anyone that's close to me. Even if you came to me today, SP, and you said to me, Potter, bro, can you help me do this interview? I'm gonna say, bro, let's do it. You know, because, and like, sometimes it's not financial the help. Sometimes it's something like this. Other times it's a kind word. Other times it's, can you listen to my song? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just try and make myself open and available for people, because, you know, I would want that for me.
Guys, listen to the words that Potter is sharing. I mean, the Influencer Chat Show is about influencing goodness. So I'm loving the words that I'm hearing, Potter.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man.
What moment was it that made you think, I will be changing my life?
The defining moment for me that made me think I'm changing my life probably was, there was a time maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, I was like halfway or 2 years or something into like a prison sentence. And I was really, really down. I'd put on loads of weight. I was like 19, 20 stone, bro. Like, I was so big. And like, all my friends was like cussing me and shit. Like, bro, sort yourself out. Like, and I just let life and everything just get on top of me, bro. And then I had no money. Yeah, and I was like asking my people and my friends like to send me money and shit into prison and whatever. And like, if I asked 100 people, maybe 2 would, you know. So I was really struggling, bro. And then I put my music onto like streaming websites through my friend. My friend called me, he's like, yo, you should put your music on Spotify, all this type of stuff. So I had done it. And then around like 18 months later or something, at that 2-year point, when I had called him like at my lowest point, and I just wanted to buy tobacco, bro. Yeah, but in prison, yeah, there's no smoking now, innit? Yeah. So a packet of tobacco is like £350, bro.
Yeah.
For one packet of tobacco, Influencer Chat Show. Don't go to prison. But yeah, it's very expensive. So I owed the guy money, and he was really like chasing me for this money. So I had to call my friend like, yo, bro, would you please be able to lend me this money? He said, why don't you use your own money? I said, bro, I feel offended. Like, I haven't got money, bro. He's like, no, the thing from the music. Why don't you check it? So I'm like, check it. He checked it. He come back and said to me, bro, you're not gonna believe what's there. And then there was a life-changing amount of money there. Yeah. And it wasn't a lot in comparison if I think back now, but it was enough for me to say, I'm never selling drugs again. I'm never committing crime again. I'm chasing my dream. If I made that from this, and I imagine when I come out, if I apply myself. So in 2020, I came out, I applied myself, we charted, alhamdulillah, we changed our lives. Yeah. And yeah, bro, now we're here, innit? We've got businesses, we support our family, we support our friends. We've got a platform to give people, you know, so.
Sorry, I'm crying because I understand, I really understand hardship, and for Potter to go through all those things, like, nah, man, like, it's something to really celebrate. And what made me cry is the fact that he's not on the streets anymore. He worked hard to change his life. Okay, I think we should go to the next.
Get some tissue, bro.
What rumor or the biggest lie have you heard about yourself?
That is a very good question. That's not something that people ask. But what would I say? There's loads of stuff, bro, daily that just like sometimes makes me laugh. Like a lot of the time I just laugh at these stuff that these people say.
Just share the most silliest one.
The most silliest one is that because recently I got back in trouble with the law. I was in a situation that I shouldn't have been in. And everyone was on the internet saying that I got arrested at the airport for drugs and fraud, and they were starting all these like mad things on YouTube and all of this stuff, like, and my family was getting really like scared and worried, and all the people that believed in me, remember, because we just said I changed my life, so all the people that believed in me that I done that, they was like, this guy's a liar and a hypocrite. So I was really hurt because I'm like, what the hell, like I was just literally in the wrong place at the wrong time. I know everyone says that, but I've owned all of my stuff, so if it was something I would just say it. And yeah, so when I was in that like low situation, I was in prison for my album, like I was missing my family. how can I say this? Like, I was under a lot of stress from like prison officers, other prisoners. Like, it's not a nice environment to be in for anyone, and especially when people think you're famous and you got money, all this stuff. It's not good to be in them situations. So I had all of that going on in my head, and then I had all these rumors, and then another one, people were saying that when I was there, that somebody kidnapped me and made me pay £10,000, which is obviously like totally a lie and impossible, yeah. But it's like, well, it is possible, but it never happened, so it's a total lie. But but that was very dangerous, because where I was in prison, for people to see that, then they'll be thinking, oh, that happened to him. Maybe we can get that, or maybe we can get more. So it was making me like have to be really like a person I didn't want to be, because now I have to turn into some sort of like awaken the beast kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, yo. But those were silly rumors that could have been very damaging to my whole life, innit? So yeah, man.
How do you celebrate yourself?
How do I celebrate myself? By, I would say, achieving more. You know, literally like just try to do bigger and better things, and like defy the odds. That's my thing, like that's because people thought I could never do this or be this person. So when I speak to you and I meet you and I'm like such a cool guy, and you're like, hold on, like, no, they said you was a shitbag, and I'm just like, nah, mate, they told you wrong. I'm a very good guy, and like I thrive on that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's my. So yeah, just that's how I celebrate myself, is just by empowering myself, loving myself, looking after myself, and then having enough of that there to be able to give to others.
What was the first expensive thing you bought?
The first expensive thing that I bought was, I would say it's not a thing that I bought, but I paid like, when I came out of prison in 2020, I've always been homeless in it my whole life. Like since I was like, not in a rude way to my family, but since I was like 14, 15, I always basically like, either just lived on a sofa or on the streets, you know what I'm saying? So, or in prison. So being able to like pay 6 months rent up front somewhere like my own house, and then like move in, furnish, have my own space, and just really feel like a human being and a fucking man, that was like the best thing, to be honest, for me, if I'm being real.
Did you manage the house chores well? That's what I want to know. Changing the bed sheets, cooking, cleaning.
You know, for me, yeah, it's like I'm kind of different from a lot of guys, because where I grew up in a structured environment, literally like in prison, where you have to look after yourself, you have to make your bed, you have to do this stuff. It's like army, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, where I come from, that is just like second nature to me, innit? Like I've always looked after myself anyway. So yeah, that was all good. But one thing that did shock me was like the price of like household stuff.
Yeah.
And like how, if you don't buy the like a whisk, you won't have a whisk. Like you'll be looking, I need to whisk my egg. Oh, I didn't buy it. Shit. Yeah, it's not someone else's responsibility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. And what rappers are you feeling at the moment? Who are you listening to? Who you got your eye on?
You know who I'm feeling right now? I am listening to a guy called K Buddy, who's from Birmingham. KB Bars, they got like a thing going on. Who else? Heady One's always been my favorite rapper. And I'm trying to give you like a bad answer, but you know, to be honest, no, that's kind of it, to be fair, bro. M. Huncho.
M. Huncho.
M. Huncho.
Okay, we're a fan of M. Huncho on the Influencer Chat Show. Who's your favorite female artist?
My favorite female artist, oh my God. My favorite female artist would have to be someone like Scissor, someone like Snow Allegra, Ella May. Like I like that type of, like Georgia Smith, that type of vibe music. Who else? Mira May is sick. Mahalia. There are a lot of English girl singers, to be honest. I like them. But for girl rappers, I like Miss Banks, Steph London.
Oh, Miss Banks. I'm a fan. Miss Banks is a lovely person. Every time when I see a sweet girl. Who else?
Steph London.
I sang Happy Birthday to Steph London on last year at her birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Wow, that was a good moment. Fucking hell.
Yeah. If you could ask anyone to go on a date with, who would it be? From the entertainment world.
From the entertainment world, I would say... I would want to find the best female music lawyer and then take her for dinner. I'd just pick her brain.
If you're a lawyer who works in entertainment law and you need a hustler in your life and someone who works hard and is a living proof of changing his life, he will definitely take care of you. Yeah, get in touch. Potter Payper needs a woman, a good woman. You need to take care of him as well. What's the key to doing business?
The key to doing business, for me personally, I would say is transparency. Always just be very clear and honest and real about what your expectations are and what you want and what you expect from the other person. And then, you know, hopefully you'll lead by example. The other person will do the same, and then you guys won't have no type of crossed hairs, basically. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to just get the business straight. Business is very, very important.
What's the biggest sign someone is talking rubbish?
The biggest sign someone's talking rubbish, I would say their lips are moving. No, I'm joking. The biggest sign someone's talking rubbish is probably when you can tell people are just trying to big themselves up to you to get something out of you, like because they want you to believe that there's something bigger than or more than they are, when rather if they just came and just be genuinely themselves and just told the truth about why they want to work with you or what they want to talk to you about, then yeah, you'd get further by being real.
Potter, how do you react to people who hate on you?
I would probably say the best thing to do is kill people with kindness, bro. And just, you know what I'm saying? It just kill people with kindness. So like, you can hate all you want. Like, I understand why you hate, innit? Like you have to. There's a thing called empathy in life, innit? It goes two ways, innit? So it's you have good empathy, and you have to have empathy to understand why people are the way they are and why they're acting the way they're acting. So if you hate on me, your life's probably shit, and you're probably sad and not happy with yourself. So like, I would just be kind to you because, yeah, I know that you're in a bad space. Like, otherwise you wouldn't be hating, bro. You'd be happy, innit?
What was the coping mechanism when you were not free?
How did I cope when I was not free? It's a process, bro. Because I was on that journey for a long time. So I would say, like, for other people, what I would recommend is to stay in contact with your family. Try and always like strengthen a relationship. Stay in contact with your family. Try and read. Try and work out. Just try and put your mind out of that space, constantly busy, so you're not just sitting there contemplating and dwelling on your situation. You know, I think that's the best advice I could give in that.
If you could change anything in society, what things would you change?
If I could change anything in society, I would just take away, like, it's gonna sound bare like fucking corny and that, but I would just take away like poverty, like proper poverty, like people not eating and shit, people not having nowhere to live and shit. I would take away poverty. I'll make sure everyone like had enough to survive. And if I can make a change, what would it be? Poverty and war, innit? So I would make it like, yeah, no one would have the capacity to have actually like weapons of mass destruction and armies and all this shit. Like, if everyone's cool, you don't need armies, innit? Yeah. Everyone's meant to be cool. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, that's what I would change, innit?
Other than rap, what music do you enjoy?
A wide spectrum of music. Like I was saying earlier about like the kind of female artists that I listen to. All different, but I do like reggae music, like dancehall music. I get that influence from my mum. And yeah, I would say that's it, really.
Hold up. So, do you have like guilty pleasures and all that? Like, you know, everyone like I like S Club, Never Had a Dream Come True. What is yours?
I like fucking like Lewis Capaldi. But that's not even a guilty pleasure though. Like, he's sick. But I would say, I don't know, like old music, like really old music, like Elvis and stuff like that. I listen to that type of stuff because it reminds me of my nan. It's quite nostalgic for me. So yeah, like just old shit. Tina Turner, Whitney Houston, Johnny Cash. You know what I'm saying?
Love Whitney. I'm a fan of Whitney.
Yeah.
Craziest DM you received?
Craziest DM I received would probably be. I just think it's crazy when people DM and ask for money. I think that's crazy. No matter what the circumstance, you can't possibly think, well, maybe it happens. I don't know. Maybe other guys answer DMs and
We
just
don't
give
know.
out
We don't
cash.
know. We
Yeah,
don't
do you know what I'm
know.
saying?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like that's the crazy one, isn't it? Because it's like, yeah, that's mad.
How did you learn to accept and embrace your looks and the way you are? Because I know people judge, and me being big myself, I know how it feels when people laugh at your looks, ridicule. I know you wear glasses, so you know all these things. Like, when did you come to an acceptance? This is me. This is how I look. This is who I am from my personality, from the things that I've been up to, or whatever. When did you just? Yeah.
To be honest, bro, that is like always. I think like everyone, if they was being truthful, when they look in the mirror, they would wish they was slimmer, had more hair, had more like better physique, had more better teeth, better nose. Everyone like for some people want to change their ears, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like this is just a sad thing that we live in. I got more comfortable with myself like as an adult, as a grown man, but as a young kid, like I had to become comfortable with just the fact that I'm gonna have to fight people, and I'm gonna have to like be prepared to argue, stand on whatever, and like very young, you know, like I had learned that because I was bullied very young, but then I wouldn't, past a certain point, then I wouldn't accept being bullied, and then you know how that cycle goes. They say like bullies are people that would be bullied. So like for a point of my life, like I would be a very horrible person, and I was like, people would probably categorize me as not a nice person in that time in my life, you know what I'm saying? But as I grew and I got older and I became a man, I just learned that, you know, I am very confident actually with the fact that I'm like super handsome. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like literally a fucking icon to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's funny because people used to call me ugly and used to say this and that and fat and glasses and blah, 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 blah. Even now you see that my album covers my teeth. I refuse to change my teeth. Like, I am who I am.
What's wrong with your teeth?
They're like a bit bent, and I've smoked since I was like 11, so they're a bit
Look
discolored.
at our teeth. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, but
I feel like it's my character.
well, that's what everyone says to me when I say I'm gonna change it, innit? But my whole kind of point of it and what I try to promote is that, you know, if you're comfortable with yourself and you're confident with yourself, then someone's gonna fancy you, bro, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like someone's gonna like you, and people are gonna feel your energy, feel your aura, and you're gonna just glow in it. Like, so don't beat yourself up or don't be hard on yourself, innit? You know what I'm saying?
But do you know what I say to people that I meet? I say never feel ugly because different people have different beauty in their eyes. Just like some people may think I'm fat and ugly, another person would see me as a king.
Yeah, exactly that, mate. Exactly that. So, you know, I would say that's a kind of thing that makes me want to spudge you though, bro, innit? And just say, yeah, always feel like that, innit? Yeah?
All right. It's the last question, and we've had a brilliant chat. We've spoken about a lot. Which person in entertainment influences you?
Which person in entertainment influences me? I would probably say a company called Groundworks. That's they started off as my managers, my friends, and we built a very good relationship, but they've influenced me a lot as a character, as a person. Individually, like there's like 4 or 5 in the team. Each one of them has their own impact on me every day that makes me a better person. And you know, just watching them work, then I learn, I absorb things, and yeah, they've influenced me in a very big way. So yeah, man.
And how about art, like creatively? Like obviously you rap, you're in music, and there's so many artists. Like who, like growing up, like you must have someone that you, like I don't know, take inspiration from. Like, whether it's a rapper or a singer.
Oh no, definitely. When I was like getting into music, and then like now I'll always like reference that my love for like rap and words and putting words together, and you know, like that all came from Eminem.
Eminem.
I was a very big Eminem fan. Yeah, I used to dye my hair blonde. I used to wear dungarees. I used to pretend to be Eminem. Yeah, bro. I used to pretend. My mom knows that.
Have you ever met Eminem?
No, you know, that's one of my bucket list things to you know accomplish. But I have like been in the same building and like been over there, like, and he's over here, but we haven't crossed paths. But I'm glad we did it anyway, because I don't want to meet him in passing or have a fan moment. Like, I would much rather it be, you know, through meeting of the minds. And
Yeah, but I actually think if you meet him, you never know. He might vibe with you. You guys might, and a collab can happen.
Yeah.
Because Potter, like, you can do whatever. The world is your oyster, Potter.
thank you, my bro. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Very good speaking to you.
Yeah.
And yeah, everyone make sure that they follow bro's page and support bro at all times.
Thank you so much, Potter, for having a chat with me. You are watching the Influencer Show. Thanks, Potter.
That's enough, bro.
Enough love.
The influence.